Home of the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brewers, and famous art museum. From Cinema Studios, this is the ABC Adinkra Show. I'm Nina. Your host is Margarino Bennett.
Welcome to the ABC of Adinkras. We're going to talk about a lot of cancers and there's other diseases. All the diseases come from the way you eat. Now, they could be passed from one person to the other, but it's not out there in the space. Look, do you see any virus floating around you? No. So if it's passed to you, it's still coming from somebody that produced it from the inside. See, inside where it's deteriorating, where the digestive cells can't breathe, they can't get no oxygen. Some people with strong genes will survive, will bypass and get to the 90s. Some people have that strong enough gene and the poisons won't be able to affect them that badly. 90% of you don't have that. You are in a lot of trouble. God, for those who believe in God, because some people don't believe in God, and it really doesn't matter. If you really want to know the truth, God can care less if you believe in Him. God never asked you to worship Him. You came up with that. You came up with a whole bunch of stuff, matter of fact. Why do you think God wants you to worship Him? Because He created you? If that was the truth, all you children got to worship your parents. See, that's how the dominoes flow. But God never really did that. But y'all keep believing those people who got y'all eating their meat. The digestive system is well adapted for processing solid and liquid fuel. Excuse me. The combined activity of the mouth, the stomach, and the small intestines break food into micronutrients, which can be absorbed into the organs, and they act collectively in intermediate metabolism, which further breaks down the nutrition into forms directly utilizable, that's the word, by the cells. Of course, now keep remember now, if the cells ain't getting no oxygen to damage, then nutrients are not going to even get there broken down. The ductless gland system supervises the body's function for survival emergencies, dictates growth, and tall. It dictates the reproduction system and many phases of the metabolism, as well as the indigestion of non-nutrients. So the duct glands do a lot of things there. This is pretty good working system. However, when toxins is allowed to progress to an extreme level in your body, leukocytes. Now let me spell that. Leukocytes will increase to produce the body, which in great numbers create systems of acute diseases. What they'll do, it will increase in your body. It will increase in order to protect your body because of all these poisons that you're putting in there. This is what really is going down. When the nutrients are not breaking down, such as the sugars, which petrifies in your body, cause you to walk and have arthritis. It smells me, but I'm aware. So this word leukocytes, it increases when there's danger in there, in order to protect the body. However, it causes acute diseases in the process. There's where your colds and other acute. And I'm gonna get into acute things in a minute. If there's no changes made while you get these acute diseases, coughs, and other things, I'll get into that when I get into the description of acute versus chronic, because your next stage is chronic. If no changes is made, eventually leukemia, how you spell it, how you pronounce it, leukemia may be diagnosed. And the reason I'm telling you this is because all of those things, including lupus, will be diagnosed once you have started acquiring a lot of mucus, for one. Of course, you got the poisons in you, and your cells is all suffering and stuff, and getting ready to build up for the tumors and stuff. And you start to walking slow and fighting hard to breathe and all those things. Of course, you play that out until you get older. You're not going to be able to play it all. So you need to work now. This is conspiracy. This wasn't even an accident. All you races, and you races that are of the white race, the Caucasian race, all the way to the top, they don't care about you. There's someone above you. I had my book out, how I wrote on the wings of an angel. And I talk about the two different governments. See, the government that you are at the president's level, is the government for the people, but there's another government. The yellow fringes on the flag is for the other government. The plain flag without the fringes is for you. So this is a conspiracy, but you can't sue them because they're the power. So the only thing you could do, is enlighten people to get away from the poisons that they're putting in you. And we can't prove that they've done anything wrong intentionally. So you're going to have the media showing two forms of eating habits out there. You're going to have the meat eaters world, which is going to be advertising, say, hurry up and come and get all of this. And then you're going to have the health folks, outposts, for example, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know that they got the health world going in there talking about let's get busy. So now that you got the two worlds, you're already in the one world. Why don't you just see what it's all about in the second world, which is more of a vegetarian world. If you became a vegetarian, if you became organic, let me make this clear, it'll help you some. But you got poisons and you need to detox your body. Get the poisons out, and that is painful. Trust me, I've been there. I was going back. It is painful because them is real poison. When you go to doctors, if you pay attention to them, sometimes they'll say, oh, he got some, or she got some lesions. Well, lesions means there's rips and tears on your skin, or the inner surface of your stomach and stuff. That's what lesions are about. But you gotta understand, lesions come from that rough meat. sure I love you. I'm thankful for all the people that helped me understand. Because now I know I'm going to live, and I know what I felt before I was enlightened. I felt that old stuff coming, buddy. I also now feel the reverse of that. And I want you to do the same, because I got a lot to talk about. Make no mistake, paradise was a sweet place, but it was about fruit. Once again, in Genesis, I don't know, it's 29 verse 3, I think it was. It's in Genesis, but it says eat of the fruit for meat. He wasn't playing. Just because you switch books and the conquerors took the books and changed them all around and y'all still think it's the same words, doesn't make it so. But he meant that. He didn't say, okay, you eat fruit today, and next year I'm gonna switch you over to meat, and y'all can start killing each other. Just move the blood aside. Get away from me. Anyway, I'm gonna try to wake you up. I don't want nothing. One thing, I have to keep busy, and I figure that this is the best way. It's not really. I'm doing like 10 other things. I don't want no money. I just want the godly world. But I do believe in God now. But I don't really believe in him. I know. Let's see if we can get some clips.
At a chemical level, genes are made of deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA. All of our cells contain the same set of information. It is only how the information is used that makes them different. For example, cells in the lungs use different bits of the blueprint to do their job than the cells in our stomach. In cancer, changes to the DNA cause some of the genes to fail to perform or to do their job in a way that causes problems for the affected individual. In short, all cancers are thought to result from changes to DNA that alter critical genes and change the behavior of the affected cells.
That's a bald-faced lie right there. That man just twisted the truth. He just said the DNA is what initiates cancer, causes cancer. I'm going to show you this next clip. This next clip will describe how actually what happens is meats get in there and destroys the DNA.
This ordered but complex program is controlled by the center of the cell, the nucleus, which contains chromosomes containing many genes made up of DNA. Sometimes, some of these genes undergo a change. The nucleus then sends out abnormal orders and the cell goes wrong.
I'm going to read a little bit of something. This is something I've done years ago. And this is something you need to do. You probably never thought of it. I know you never thought of it. You never thought you needed it. Because you're not being taught it. Neither was I the proper health ways in school. This is going to be about the colon. You got to clean it. See, that bowels and whatever gets in there, they all don't come out. It's thickens on the wall, and over a period of years, it makes it hard to go to the bathroom. Talking about laxative. But you need to clean it because of the bacteria is what you got to do. So, let me read you just a little bit about the colon. I have it right down here. Okay. Well, this may not be about the colon. I'm going to read it anyway. Accumulated, petrified, hardened waste in the colon. It is about the colon then. accumulated, petrified, hardened waste in the colon, quite often of many years duration, places a great strain on the eliminating organs, distributing especially liver and kidney functions. Wow. A chain of reaction develops when this strain occurs, this type of situation occurs. Fats, proteins, carbohydrates are not properly metabolized. See, there's that word again, metabolizing. Metabolism obviously means breaking down all the nutrients for food down into nutrients. Anyway, let's see, where was I? Electrolyte balance is upset. Uh-oh. We used to buy electrolytes and give them at the outpost in boxes. The entire body is placed under stress. Okay, so now you walk around with stress on a daily basis, waking up on stress. Let me see. Here's a little interesting something to read here. The colon is a sewage system. Well, we all know that. But by neglect and abuse, it becomes a cesspool. When it is clean and normal, we are well and happy. Let it stagnate, and it will distill the poisons of decay, fermentation, and petrification into the blood. It will poison the brain and the nervous system, so that we become mentally depressed and irritable. It will poison the heart, so that we are weak. I got a phone call. I'll put you on hold. Let's see, who is that? I have no idea who it is. You hear it ringing though? I'm not gonna answer. Whew, that was close though. Hold up. No, I ain't gonna answer. They start ringing. It's probably some old telemarketer. I hardly don't answer nothing. Yeah. Where was I? It will poison the heart, so that we are weak and listless. Poison the lungs, so that the breath is foul. Poison the digestive organs, so that we are distressed and bloated. And poison the blood, so that the skin is shallow and unhealthy. In short, every organ of the body is poisoned, and we are prematurely, and we age prematurely. That's what it is. Look and feel old. Our joints are stiff and painful. Now, you could keep exercising over that, which is hard work, and feel good, but you better not stop. And it goes on. Oh, does it go on? So, let's see if we can find something else, some more clips on these issues here.
10 to 30 years may separate the birth of a first abnormal cell from the appearance of a tumor of about 1 cubic centimeter. The tumor forms many blood vessels in order to survive.
Well, so, at the end of my program, I composed a song that I like to play for you. I call it Digest This, focusing on your digestive system. And so, and about that DNA, you know, everything he said was okay, but he just twisted it so much where it looks like he's saying that, oh, okay, so the DNA just all of a sudden malfunctions and therefore sends out wrong cells. That's not how it happens. It's what you eat that causes that DNA in those cells not to breathe and to malfunction. So, until next time, peace be with you.
Yeah, see, he used to be one of Empire's top rappers, but he's coming out of his father's shadow to develop his own sound. Give it up for the new label, Lion Dynasty, and our #1 artist, Hakeem Lion.
I'm yelling and fires over. Dynasty taking over. Got the game in my palm. About to shut down the garden. No more sitting on benches. Watch the time keep ticking. Now I'm calling the blaze. You can sit down and listen. Burn it all up, kidding. So I grew up with bitches. Tell little Molly I'm coming. You #1 on my hit list. I'm so ready for war. Brought my soldiers and all. You should call them Lord. Cause you take me to fall. Now tell me what you gonna do about that. I'm taking everything you want it back. Ready for whatever. Come with no sneak attack. I'm a bury you so deep it ain't no coming back. The double leash. Dynasty, we #1 and we control the streets. Don't play no games around here. We cooking beans. Don't talk about it. All the time I go, I all know that we running. To the catch up, I don't be back. We running. You had to turn down. It's my time to run. Shut down the building with that gold on my arm. I know she used to be yours, but I took her to Mars. You came with that feeling. I'm the youngest in charge. You couldn't stand up, right? I'm the stand up type. It's the dynasty. We take it right there. We did it like a robbery. That new money got it stacking to the balcony. I'm the lion, you the cub. Ain't no topping me. Oh. Don't talk about it. We think about it. Got it all out. We running. All the time I go, I all know that we running. To the catch up, I don't be mad. Cause we running. You had your turn now. It's my turn to run.
Hurry up, keep your shit face. You can get that shit.
Damn, cooking. Now that's home.
Yeah, you know, we need to talk about Lion